kindergarten friends. Thank you again for joining Miss Liso in Google Classroom. So, we have been working on our sculpture unit. Our sculptures, some of us did 2 sculptures. Miss Liso was thinking of possibly doing some type of ballerina. Some of us were doing some type of sport athletes or something from your favorite Star Wars movie, maybe. I've seen many different beautiful ideas. So today I want to talk about what artists do to plan. So before we do that, I want us to review our artist. Do we remember who our artist was? Yes, so our artist was Degas. Edgar Degas was a French artist, and he created this little sculpture, the little ballerina. So our sculpture is inspired by Degas' sculpture. Now, when artists create sculptures, they make a plan. So I think we already have a little bit of an idea of what we're going to create. I want you to turn and talk to your grown-up or your family member, your brother or sister, or your aunt and uncle, whoever you're with, and tell them, what is your plan? Go ahead, pause this. You're gonna pause this video, and I want you to talk, really talk to your partner. What is your plan for your sculpture? What is it going to be? So pause and come back. Okay, did you get to talk? You could play. So, tell Miss Liso, what are you going to create? What is your sculpture plan? Awesome, I can't wait to see that. So, another way artists plan is by drawing. So many artists, including Degas, would plan their artwork by doing a sketch first and writing down what they need to make that happen. So today, that is what we're going to do. Miss Liso, in the assignment section, you will see a sheet that's called My Plan Drawing. A sheet like this. Now, this is what Miss Liso is going to use to plan her drawing. It has a section for your drawing and the materials you need. You could draw pictures, or you could draw words, or you could write words. Do you need to have this sheet? No. You could also, if you don't have a printer, just use a plain notebook paper or a plain white paper and write your name and class. And you could also use the drawing there. You could use the paper to draw your plan there. So let's take a closer look, and I'll show you how we're going to do that. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to write our name. So I'm gonna write Miss Liso. You're gonna write your name, right? You're gonna write your name. Then you're gonna write your class. Pretend this is K100 or however class you want that you have. The next thing you're gonna do is you're gonna plan your drawing for what your sculpture is going to look like. So Miss Liso said she wanted her sculpture to be more like a ballerina. Now yours will be different, but in this plan, you're gonna pick out your colors and your materials that you may have around your house. So Miss Liso is just going to draw her ballerina sculpture, and maybe this is the leg, and it's dancing like this, something like that. So I'm going to have her draw like this also. So that's the basic of my sculpture. Draw how it's going to move, okay? So that's step 1. The next step is you're going to see, now, how can I make that into a ballerina? Right now, it's just kind of like a jumping person. So maybe I'm going to think about coloring her in different ways. So I think I might just add a tutu to my drawing. Now, what makes your sculpture different than mine? Does yours have a tutu? Does yours have something else? Maybe a basketball? I am going to maybe give her some curly fun hair that maybe I'll find some yarn to do with. Maybe I want to paint her a different color. Maybe I want her to have a green top. This is the plan I'm going to follow when I start decorating and adding details to our sculpture, okay? I'm going to follow this plan and try to add it to my sculpture next week. Now, maybe I want to give her a face. Maybe I'm not sure if I want to give her a face. Maybe I just wanted to have a sculpture, but maybe this one will have a little face. Okay? Like that. Maybe she'll have some type of maybe pink tights. So I'll make this pink. Maybe all the way down. You could use crayons or pencils for this, it doesn't matter. Maybe I want her to have ballerina shoes. Oopsie. So you could add your ballerina shoes. Like that. Maybe you want to have different outfits on. Maybe this one has like short sleeves. And just really decide what you're going to do. Now, after you kind of have a basic sketch, you could draw her face in colors any way you want. You're going to see what materials do I have at home that can do that. And you're going to go look in your home and see what you can use to add to your sculpture. For example, Miss Liso has some string that I can tie around my sculpture. Maybe I'll use that for the shoes, or maybe I'll use it to tie the tutu. So I'm gonna write string on that part. You can also draw string if you want. Now another thing I have is masking tape. Now masking tape is great because you could cover the whole sculpture in masking tape. And then you could paint and color right on top of that. So I'm gonna write tape. Another, I think, I have some mesh fabric that I can use. You could also use fabric. You could have different color papers or tissue paper. I think this might be good for her tights. I could wrap this around. Maybe I could use rubber bands to hold it. So that's an idea that I have around my house. I'm gonna write tissue paper. So these are things I will use. This is all about your plan. Now, if your plan is a basketball player, maybe you need to add a little ball here to show, and then maybe you're gonna write, I'm gonna paint that ball orange and I'm gonna need paint. Okay, so you're gonna write all your materials. I'm gonna put markers also that I'm going to use. And once you've finished doing your plan, this is your plan, you could write ballerina or whatever it is. Tell Miss Liso what it is and write it right here. And you're going to, families, take a picture and upload it in Google Classroom so I could take a look at your beautiful plan. And this is the plan we're going to use for next week. Thank you, my beautiful friends. I hope you did this with Miss Liso. And let me know if you have any questions. I'm excited for our plan that we're going to use, like artists make plans for next week. Talk to you soon, my friends. Bye.